Hello and welcome to Overthinking Dungeons, a channel about turning successful players into successful DMs. I'm your host and DM Manny, and today I wanted to talk about an exciting thing that I got in the mail today. So, for some background, one of my friends, who is a player in one of the campaigns I'm playing in, is stepped up and decided he wants to run a one-shot, which is absolutely awesome because the world needs more DMs. It stops the other DMs getting burnt out, and it also makes sure that people who want to play D&D actually have a chance to play it. Because if you're a DM, you probably have people who want to play in your game. And if you're any good, you probably have way more who want to play in your games than you can possibly ever hope to run. So, always exciting, and it's always awesome to see people put their hand up and say, hey, I'm going to step up and I'm going to give it a shot. Anyway, moving on. I want to show you what I got in the mail today. So, I might cover that tag because it's got my name on it. I got this in the mail, a little scroll. You might not be able to see that due to macroing. And then on this piece of paper, it's a textured paper. It's very rough to the feel. It's very coarse. It's got some torn edges on the side. It's also straight on this side, which is a bit strange, but also bound by a very coarse yarn or string, and on that it's actually got a wax seal in black, and I've been told that this seal, let's see if it'll focus. If not, I'll take a photo and upload it later and add it in here somewhere. There is a little wax seal of a sword with wings on it, and that apparently represents the Nightblades, which is a spin-off on our main campaign. Basically, one of the players, he runs a small guild, I guess, in the game. And this is the adventures of the guild as a one-shot. So, I wanted to show you this opening and just basically post my reaction, because it's always really cool when your GMs take that little bit of extra and add a bit of flair. So, let me open this up. Also, I'll tell you about the tag. I'm not going to show you it because it's got my name on it. But I'll show you half of it. Basically, he's got some calligraphy, very beautiful handwriting. Better than I could ever have hoped for. Let's try and get this open. So, I'm going to wreck the seal because that's what seals are for. I'm sorry. Actually, I think if you guys are interested, I've got a beautiful wax seal set that I've made up over the years. And it's quite a cool little thing that I occasionally add to my games as well. Wax seals are really cool, beautiful pieces of art. And if you go on eBay, maybe I'll post a link up if you guys are really interested, you can get your own custom seal made up. Anyway, so what a wax seal does is it protects a piece of parchment, or in this case a scroll, from being opened, and for people to read the contents without the person receiving it. You know, if I received this seal and I saw that it was damaged, basically I would know someone's tampered with it. So anyway, moving on. Quite a strong seal, actually. I'm afraid of it wrecking the piece of paper now. Somehow it's seeped through. Okay, I see what's happened. He's actually used crayon to do it. And crayon is not... There is a difference between a wax seal, a specially designed stick for it, and a crayon. But you use what you have, and that's what you need to do. So, he's got some... Oh, very beautiful. Very beautiful. So, This is basically, let's see how close I can get. Oh, I don't want to touch the mic. That's going to end up with some sound effects. Scrolling up. I'll post a photo up just in case this doesn't come out. So basically at the top there's a beautiful print at the, and it's got some writing at the top in a title in a calligraphy. It's also got some, it looks like some backstory maybe. Actually, I'll read it out for you. Forgive my reading voice, I have not rehearsed this. All the mights that may come. Knights that may come. Interesting font. Tales of the Nightblades. Tragedy can inspire conviction and resolve in a community. 2 months have passed since the Battle of High Harvesttide in Oloston's Hold, and there has been much activity. The fear of a possible second attack from the marauding orc hordes has seen the entire community working hard from early morn to late in the eve. They are repairing walls, rebuilding damaged and destroying buildings, plus improving and expanding defences. All the while, Lord Marden has kept the Nightblades well occupied, leading a number of strategic side projects, local woodcutters, and others, all stocked with timber. Okay, that's a strange place to put a comma. However, some building materials are not easily accessible and come at a cost, especially when there are rumours of fortifying areas with stone and creating extra defensive outer walls and rings. Moves are afoot to bolster the hold's coffers in preparation. Wolf and Rex. Wolf and Rex have been commandeered with a group of guards to help Attic Heron, the wheelwright, to build a relatively small fleet of cargo carts that are both sturdy and well protected. Jezhara. The landscape is at the fingertips of the winter's embrace. However, nearby fringes of the high forest have been providing the village hunters with an uncharacteristic ever surfeit of plump boars, deer, hare, pheasant, and other such game. Jezhara, the elven ranger, has been put to task assisting with the hunt and training apprentice hunters, while the townsfolk have had to add an extra extension to the butchers, almost trembling it in size to cope with the excess bounty. Trebling it, sorry. Dawn Master Carrere. So too has the Temple Tamandir been diligently engaged with the surrounding farmlands. In a time when most of the farmers are usually winding down for winter, Dawn Master Carrere and his flock have been hard at work furnishing the blessings of Shatantir, the goddess of agriculture in their lands. Hardy winter crops, like the likes of onions, carrots, broad beans, and cabbages, have been filing out the gates to the delight of the market folk, inns, taverns, and all the way up the Evermore Way. At the request of Carrere, Lord Marden too has provided a healthy rotation of the garrison to assist in the construction of long rows of crop sheds with shutters with which to keep out the night frost, but open to allow in the warmth of the sun. Amantha and Cody, all the while Amantha has been spreading out the word far and wide through networks and notice boards, spruiking free wood and lodging for any stout souls wishing to join in the town's garrison. And Cody, with the assistance of a team and his mightiest trusted warriors from the recent battle, has been trained those who have been brave enough to come. A moment of respite. It's been a week or two after Cortland's arrival. That's actually my character. A travelling band of ruffians left calling horns. Back at Oloston's Hold, mid-afternoon, is in full swing at the Bad Habits Inn, and the Nightblades have been instructed to take the day off. A well-earned break, as they have been at the heart of the driving machinations. Wolf is only just waking up. Anatolia has Cody and Rex helping deliver a load of Glugbear's barrels into the storage area in the basement. Jazhara sits in the corner, hood drawn, pulling out pieces of sourdough and watching a small handful of regulars. Elham is talking to an Anatolia behind the bar. That's the problem with reading. I read much slower than my eyes process, and my brain actually. So I'm always missing out words when I'm talking. Sorry guys. The final section says, the rest is up to you. Sort of. See you at Ryan's, Monday, May 21st. So, it's quite a lot of writing. And it's really cool that... Sorry, alarm. I should have turned that off. So, it's really cool that, you know, my friend has actually put this extra work in, and I'm somewhat looking forward to his campaign or his one-shot. And one-shots are a really good way to, you know, dip your feet in the water, you know, and I really encourage everyone to run a one-shot. It gives you a three-dimensional understanding of what goes into your DM's games. Gives you good respect, and it will actually make you a much better player. So talking about this piece of paper, that's really cool. A few comments. I love the presentation. I love the feel of the paper. I love the look of the writing. And I love that it's got a bit of a tint to it. I'm curious if he's actually tinted the paper himself or bought it like this. Very easy to do with tea bags. And I recommend if you... Actually, that's worth a tutorial one day. But you can also look that up on YouTube. Save me the time. Cool font. Bit hard to read at the top in the titles, but don't worry about that. It's only the title. I love that he's got the insignia of the Nightblades at the top. A comment, I guess, is there are a lot of names in this, and theoretically, while I've been playing in this campaign, there are a lot of names I don't recognize. And while it's cool to give them people a reference point, my suggestion is never ever put too many names into an opening setting scene. People don't remember names. They remember features. They remember events. They remember basically things that happened, not names. And it's basically the reason why when you greet 20 people at a party, you come away and you remember, oh, that's a person who rides a horse. I don't remember their name. But anyway, other than that, presentation awesome. I look forward to his campaign. I need to reply actually, because I haven't selected my character for that game, I think. Yes. Sorry, Des, I'll get on that as soon as possible. I've been very busy with so many different things. Anyway, if you guys are interested, I will talk about that one shot when it does come up. Maybe give you my thoughts with permission from Des, my DM. And basically, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, the cost is one of your thumbs. Please put your thumb on the pressure plate below. And if you didn't know, Overthinking Dungeons runs a podcast where we play D&D, and if you pay attention, you might actually see or hear the things you are learning in these videos being put into action. And finally, if you want to support the channel and help us grow, or help us decide what's the next video coming up, or maybe you're just a cool fellow who loves watching these videos and would like to see more of them, we also have a Patreon. All of this stuff is down in the portal below. So that's it from me. My name's Manny, and I am hoping you found this video very interesting. Thank you for watching Overthinking Dungeons.